Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Today we are going to do a full oil change on a Ducati M1100 Monster. It's going to be the same for your 696 or your 796. And it's going to be pretty close to the same for a majority of Ducati motors. But the first thing we're going to do is with a 5mm Allen, we're going to remove our drain plug. So this is the second time that I've changed the oil on this bike. We just reached 9,000 miles. So today I'm putting new oil in the bike. I change my oil every 3,000 miles. I did it when I bought the bike, and now I'm going to do it at 9,000. That way I know it's ready to go at 12,000. I don't really know how the maintenance was done prior to me getting this bike, but it was pretty much stock except for the Turbignani exhaust that was on it, and I've been adding my own touch. So this is an oil filter wrench that I bought off the interwebs. I've bought a lot of tools from this company. I really like the tools that they make for working on a Ducati, but the oil wrench itself sucks. So if you're gonna spend 25-30 bucks for an oil wrench that slips onto your Ducati filter, this isn't it. I'm making sure that I show you this in the video so you know this oil filter wrench does not just slide onto the oil filter like the oil filter wrenches you buy at the auto parts store. I was hoping that it would be like a perfect fit for the Ducati filter. It is not. You see it just doesn't line up. It's just a little bit too small for the filter. This is how I got it on, and I'm not happy about doing it this way. I'm not one of those guys that likes to beat on my motorcycle, but that's the only way that I could get the oil filter wrench on, was to tap it with my wrench. And I know, right tool for the job. A wrench is not a hammer, but I just wanted to get this oil filter wrench onto the filter. So the jury is still out on whether I like this oil filter wrench or not. As of this video, I'm not too happy. So let's go on to the plug. So I'm cleaning up the plug right now as it finishes draining, and you see I'm missing the crush washer. So that tells me the crush washer stuck to the bottom of the engine. You definitely want to make sure that you do remove the crush washer, any other gasket material that might be part of the engine when you're working on a bike. So there's my crush washer. I did replace it at 7,000 miles when I did the oil. So I'm not going to replace it this time. I can usually get about 3-4 uses out of a aluminum crush washer before it's so flattened out that I don't want to risk it leaking or whatever. And crush washers are cheap. They're about $1 a piece. I probably have 50 of them, so it's not like I'm going to lose out. And then I dropped the oil filter, and I'm going to replace my oil filter with an OEM oil filter. Typically, you can pick up OEM oil filters on the interwebs for about $20 to $24. It beats a trip to the Ducati dealership unless your dealership is right around the corner. Mine is right around 2 hours away. So I want to wipe down the engine. You know, if you have one of these bikes, everything that the front wheel hits gets kicked up onto the engine. Your engine just gets really nasty. So I wiped it down real good. I did put a very light coat of oil on that oil filter gasket, and I did tighten it hand tight, and I'm just going to give it one little tiny crank. So I just turned the oil filter just enough until that oil filter wrench dropped off of it, and might have been 1/10 of a turn, and that's good enough to keep it tight. So what we're looking at here is the drain plug for your gauze filter. So we put a hex wrench in there, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this plug out. Now I think I did another video for an M1100, but I don't remember doing the gauze filter, and I'm too lazy to go out to YouTube and take a look at it. But I am going to just redo the video. So this plug comes out, and there'll be a little bit of a tiny bit of oil that's going to drop out of this. And from how hard this plug was to remove and how hard this plug on the side of the engine is to remove, I'm going to say that this has never been checked in the life of this motorcycle. The motorcycle is 12 years old right now. This should have been part of the 600-mile service. So there's a 14 millimeter hex socket that just removed this plug. That plug also has a aluminum crush washer on it as the seal. And then I take my 14 millimeter and a wrench, and I'm gonna just let you see this. It's not moving. So this is a 1/2 inch snap-on ratchet, just a regular sized 1/2 inch ratchet, and I can't break that filter free from inside the engine. So if this bike ever went to Ducati, it was not removed during the 600-mile service. So I took a longer ratchet, breaker bar style ratchet, and it broke the filter free from inside the engine. So Ducati uses a German torque spec on most of their bolts. So the torque specs that Ducati uses at the factory is Gauze, and so that filter was in there. It was put in at the factory, and nobody has touched it in 9,000 miles. So shame on me. I should have done this at the 7,000 mile mark when I bought the bike. But what we want to pull this out for is we want to see if there's any metal chunks in it. And I'm going to say I found maybe 3 to 5 metal chunks in this little filter, and it was nothing. So nothing to worry about. Those little chunks were probably there during the 600 mile service, and the mechanic then should have, removed those chunks, and this filter would have been clean for me. But like I said, this filter has not been out. It's out now. It looks good. I'm happy with it. I can honestly say that I have not seen metal chunks in the gauze filter since about maybe 2001 when I got my Ducati 996, and it had the flaky rockers, and then everything was full of metal chunks. And Ducati did a shitty job of warrantying that, which is unfortunate. So I just took my regular snap-on wrench with the hex head on it, and I just put that filter in snug. I didn't wrench it down and get it as tight as I could possibly get it, just snug. I'm going to do the same with this one. So that little 14 millimeter and this one on the bottom, I just got it tight enough to where that crush washer does its job. There is a torque spec for it. If you think that you're going to ham fist it and tighten these down tighter than they need to be, by all means get out your manual and tighten these down to the torque spec that Ducati recommends. I guarantee when I took them off, there was no set torque spec. Somebody just put them on as tight as they could possibly put them on, and that would have been done at the factory. So, alright, so our little drain plug for our gauze filter is back in. That was successful. Now we're going to go ahead and put our drain plug back in the engine. We did put our crush washer on. This is the second use for the crush washer that I'm using. Like I said, I can typically get about 4 or 5 uses out of a crush washer. You don't have to be as cheap as I am. I know I have an overabundance of Ducati crush washers because I work on a lot of Ducatis, but to me it's just kind of wasteful. If the crush washer still looks like new, it's okay. So a lot of times when I pull this filler plug off, the filler plug's on so tight that I just can't do it by hand. I know I put it on by hand last time, and I just can't loosen it by hand this time. And you'll see when I go to top off the engine, it's going to be the same thing. So I'm happy that my funnel fits into the side of the engine well. I like that about this bike. Sometimes they don't fit well on a Ducati. And yes, I am using Mobil 1 10W40 for high mileage cars. I find that that works great in every motorcycle. Whatever additive they put into this oil does not destroy the clutch. On this particular bike, you do not have to worry about your clutch discs in the oil, because you see that I have a dry clutch here. So all's good. There's no oil on my clutch discs. But if you are running the 796 or the 696, or you're just watching this video for information and you know that your Ducati has a wet clutch, you choose whatever motorcycle branded oil you want to put in your bike. This is the oil that I use. I've been using it for close to 20 years now without any problems. Several 100,000 miles. Any bike that comes into my garage does have this oil when it leaves. If I do an oil change, it does leave with this oil. Never heard any complaints about anybody's clutch slipping using this oil. So for $24 at your local Walmart store, this is a great alternative. And since if you're like me, if you're going to change your oil every 3,000 miles, this oil is plenty fine for what you're doing. So as you start to see the oil level rise in the sight glass, I'm going to fill it up until the oil is just over the high mark. And that'll allow oil to get down into the filter. It would be okay to put the full, it's about 3 quarts, 3.1 quarts is what this engine takes. The manual, I believe, says 3.2 quarts. Don't quote me. Do go by your manual or do watch the sight glass. But you would probably be okay if you filled it to where the oil level was right to the top of the sight glass. And then when you started up the engine, it would probably drop down to the high mark. However you do it, it's fine with me. As long as your oil is above that low mark, you're going to be okay. So as you can tell, that sight glass, it looks like it's pretty full right now. But it's right at about the full line. So I know that I have about 3/4 of a quart between the full line and the low line. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cap on, and I'm going to start the engine, and that's going to circulate the oil into the oil filter. There really is no need to fill the oil filter up with oil before you start the bike. It's not going to hurt the engine to run the engine without oil in the oil filter. I don't care what your grandpappy told you or your Uncle Jed, whoever told you that you needed to fill the oil filter. Just look at them and repeat these words. I got you. I got you. Because that's about how ignorant it sounds when people tell me that the oil filter needs to be full of oil before you put it on the bike or in the car or whatever. If it were that important, GM wouldn't put inverted oil filters in their engine. So you think about it and you do the math. So my baby's cold. She's been sitting overnight. So it took a little bit to get her started. So you see that beautiful dry clutch spinning there. I'm only going to run this for about a minute, if even that long. and that'll fill up that oil filter. If you're running your motorcycle, do not run your motorcycle in a closed garage. Make sure that you at least have an exhaust fan or some kind of ventilation going on. I do have a fan running in my garage, and it's pulling the air out. It's pulling the air through my garage. So I'm not going to suffocate or get asphyxiated in my garage from the carbon monoxide. But make sure if you're running an engine inside your garage that you have your garage ventilated properly. Or for those of you who really treasure your Ducati, if you're doing this in your living room, open a window. So my oil change is pretty much done at this point. The engine's off. I'm just waiting for the oil to settle back down into the case. This usually takes a few minutes. So what I'm doing now while I'm waiting for this to get to its proper level is I'm emptying my oil catch container back into an empty Mobil 1 jug. I always put my used oil back into a Mobil 1 jug. Makes it easier to take it back to the recycling center. I'm cleaning up any oil that might have spilt on the floor. You don't want to have a tripping or a slipping hazard later. And you can slowly start to see that oil levels rising in the sight glass. It's kind of like watching paint dry, but it gives you the opportunity to do other things while you're waiting for it. So I'm at the low level right now. So I'm going to remove my filler cap. And then I'm going to bring my oil level back up to just under the high. So I like to be as close to high as possible. Your oil's not only lubricating your motorcycle, but it's also cooling the motorcycle. So the more oil you have circulating around inside your engine, the better it is for your engine, the cooler your engine will run. So there you go. And you can see on the bottle, I'm right at about 3 quarts. This was a 5-quart bottle. And it took me about 3 quarts to get it to the level where it's at right now. So we're about right in the middle. So there's your Ducati oil change. Everything looks pretty good. Make sure to clean up around your bike when you're done. I hope this video was informative for you. I appreciate you watching it. And now I'm going to do it again. Not really. I must have put a clip. If you want to see me remove the drain plug again, just sit here. It's what you watched at the beginning. So thanks for watching my video. Please come back and watch some more. The next one I'll be doing is removing the tires. So that'd be pretty good. I'm gonna get these Michelin RS tires off. They've got about maybe 12 to 1,300 miles on them, and they're kind of tired. So we're gonna put some S22Rs back on the bike.